We have many parents who decide to do it that way. There are actually many different philosophies about how you introduce many languages in your multilingual family. We have seen it's possible for one parent to speak one language, another parent to speak another with their child. They have another language which is a family language. Like a couple that don't speak each other's languages, they will often find that. Do you have that at home? Yes. Which languages do you speak?
French, Polish, English, German.
There you are. You've got four, you see. This is very often, very frequent in Zurich that we have so many languages at home. So what I always say to people is, of the family languages you've got, be really clear which one is going to be your family, your heart language, I put it. And if there's a different one for school or for work, which one will it be? And what is your order of priority? Because it's all very well for internationals to come and live abroad and to jump onto the local language, but if they're not going to stay here more than 5 years, that child needs to learn English, right? That's why we're here. English is the language of the world now, so otherwise people would not choose children first if English wasn't so important. So I respect that, but I also think that you need to feel emotional about your language. You need to be able to sing nursery rhymes to your child. You need to be able to share the love of your language with your grandparents and with your other members of your family. So children can learn languages passively and have absolutely no problem with the they can have absolutely no problem with the whole project of learning several languages in different ways. Don't expect them to speak every language to the same standard. Yeah, just be really clear about which languages, one or two languages, you want at the highest standard. Don't worry about the heart languages. Those are going to be languages that they will be able to talk with you in if they need it. Children use language for purpose. They don't use language just because we want them to. Yeah, they use it to get a result. So if you put them in an environment where they can learn one or two languages, and those are really important languages for you, stick with those languages throughout their education. Don't change them, you know. Just try and make decisions at different points in your family life which one to go into, because when a family language changes, it has a massive emotional impact on that child at school. So if parents have come to me and they have started the child in, say they're speaking French and Arabic at home, English here, and then they want to introduce German. Yeah, and I always say to them, you know, it's no problem introducing German alongside the English, but don't be worried if your child starts speaking the English more and more at home, because they're suddenly not able to speak as much English at school because that number of hours is going to be spent in German. Don't be worried if they don't speak German for 2 years. Learn German yourself. Let them see you speak German and use German and be in the community in German, and they will get the role model of which languages are important to you. So, I mean, we know people, you know, you've seen them probably on YouTube, speak 11 languages from an early age, no problem. The difference is the depth and the standard to which they speak those languages. Anyone can learn new languages. It's really not, you know, rocket science. It's just, what do you want to be the priority? So I think that one other thing for parents to think about is which languages will be really important at school and at work, because the grammar and the reading and writing need to be secured in the first language. I believe the right age is about 5 to 7. You establish the first language, reading and writing as well. Then you move on to the second language and establish that. And then they keep the first one going, the first that they've read and learned to read and write in. And then you keep both of those going. And if you need to build a third language, you think which one of the two they've got will actually be the one that starts to reduce, because you can't have everything, you know. I mean, it's tempting to think that children can really be, I mean, yes, they can be fluent in many languages, but I don't believe that they can be university level, you know, standards in every language. Just being realistic and managing your own expectations, I think, is important.